Hello everybody. Today let's going to continue with a new story. Elvis Presley. In the early 1950s, a new kind of music was thrilling young people all across America. It was a distinctive blend of all-the-time country and western music mixed with rock and roll, jazz and blues. This exciting new music that stirs people's emotions was called rockabilly. A young singer named Elvis Presley soon made the music and himself famous. Elvis Presley was born in Tulip, Mississippi on January 8, 1935. From a young age, he attended church where gospel singing was an important part of the service. Elvis was 11 years old when he got his first guitar. He learned to play with the help of his uncle Jimmy Smith and his church pastor Frank Smith. By the time Elvis was a teenager, his family had moved to Memphis, Tennessee. There, he learned rhythm and blues. This music was a large part of American culture, part of African American culture in the South. When Elvis won a high school talent contest, he decided he wanted to be a professional singer. In 1953, he paid $4 to record two songs at a Sun Recorder studio. This studio was owned by Sam Phillips, who also owned Sun Records, a well-known record label. However, Elvis did not meet Sam Phillips in person until 1954. Sam loved Elvis' singing style and recorded him performing the song That's Alright. When the song was played on the radio station WHBQ in Memphis, listeners responded enthusiastically. Elvis' musical career was born. By 1956, Elvis Presley was a national singer star. His style included rock and roll as well as rhythm and blues. Elvis continued to record hit after hit. In 1 year alone, he recorded 11 songs than 20 gold. This means that at least 5,000 copies of each song were sold. This was an enormous achievement. In 1956, Elvis also starred in his first movie, Love Me Tender. Many movies followed during Elvis' long career. In 1960, he even performed a duet on television with the famous singer and actor Frank Sinatra. Over the next 20 years, Elvis Presley recorded 94 gold singles and more than 40 gold albums. His musical style influenced many other musicians, including the Beatles. Elvis' status in the music industry earned him the nickname the King of the Rock and Roll. Elvis died in 1977. To this day, people travel to Memphis to the Torgras Lane mansion where he is buried. An important event in Austin music history occurred in 1975. A 30-minute music show was taped at the University of Austin. Willie Nelson was there. The show presented Texas musicians, many of whom live in Austin. The show Austin City Limits is now the longest running music show on television and is seen in countries around the globe. Thousands of musicians, from the unknown to music legends, have been on the show, playing music from countries and western to folk to rock. The Austin City Limits scenario is famous. The musician played against a picture of Austin at night. Partly because of Austin City Limits, Austin began to get a worldwide reputation as a music town. Many live music clubs opened and Austin became a place that musicians from all over the world loved to visit and perform in. In the early 1990s, There were so many live music venues that Austin was named the live music capital of the world. It continues to hold that little today. For people living in Austin as well as the many tourists who visit Austin live music in a special treat. Unlike listening to music coming from earphones or speakers, hearing music live really stirs the emotions. Music are free to create new songs and sounds for our live audiences. There are often surprises in the live performance. Adit and dancers respond well. The musics may go out of their way to create a very memorable event. And it is not only at clubs and concert halls people can hear live music in Austin. There are many music festivals in the city. The most famous is the Austin City Limits Musical Festival, a 3-day event held outdoors in Austin Ziegler Park. Recent festivals have featured 8 stages with up to 30 bands play each day. Today, many Austin landmarks show how important music has been for the city. One such landmark is the large statue of a man in a big hat near Lake Austin. The statue is of the famous Austin guitar player Steve Ray Van Gunn. Van played the blues but with a special Texas Van Gunn. Van Gunn played the blues but with a special Texas flavor. The statue of Van Gunn with the trademark that had stands as reminder that many music has held make Austin the live musical capitals of the world. And at the same time, Austin has helped make the careers of many of our favorite performers.